Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2025 Ag Careers Information Series. Today, I have Melanie Rowse from Elders. She's the HR business partner, and she's been with the business for about 5 years now. For those of you who are not familiar with Elders, it's a leading agribusiness in rural and regional Australia, and it's been operating for over 185 years. Would you believe it? Melanie herself is from a farming background in South Australia, and she's worked across many industries providing specialist HR support to a variety of different businesses and individuals. So let's hear what Melanie has to say about her own career journey and the opportunities that are available with Elders. Thanks, Melanie.
Great, thank you, Kate. Hello, everyone. It's nice to be back here again presenting to you all and introducing you to the great business that is Elders. I'm sure many of you are familiar with our beautiful pink shirt that gets around. There's over, what are we up to? Maybe 300, 400, 500 points of presence across Australia now. So we're pretty much everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere that you come across, you drive through and past an Elders branch. So a little bit about me. As Kate said, I've been in the business for over 5 years now, and I've been lucky enough to work across many different regions, which is one of the beauties of being part of such a large organisation, is the networking and the connections that you can make. So I'm based in Brisbane and started looking after Queensland and the Northern Territory, which was fantastic to be able to get the opportunity to travel to the rural and remote parts of Queensland and the top part of the territory. I then moved down and looked after New South Wales, and now I'm currently working as the business partner for the Victoria Riverina part of our Elders business, which is great again. Very diverse businesses across those 3 states, so I've been very privileged to be able to work with all of our wonderful staff. And been heavily involved in all of the early careers opportunities that we have within our business as well. So I'll just take you through a bit of a quick presentation and show you what we're all about. Okay, so who we are, and as Kate mentioned, we have been part of the Australian agriculture landscape for almost 187 years, which is an incredible time, and to think that an Australian business has lasted that long, where most businesses, when they start up in their first year, last about 30% of them close and 60% of them in the first 5 years. So it's a privilege to be able to work for an organisation that has 180, almost 187 year history in Australia, and growing and thriving, which is, it's a very exciting time for our Elders business as we continue to expand our footprint across Australia. So a little bit about our history. So as I said, it's been almost 187 years that we've been in business. So Alexander Elder came out to Australia on a boat and started selling predominantly wool and a little bit of merchandise. And then as we sort of go through history, the Elders business really took off under Elder Smith, Goldsborough and Mort, which established a corporate office in Adelaide, and that's still where we are headquartered today. Elders then kind of expanded and went a little bit weird and wonderful and crazy, and went into jams and went into factories and beer, and we tried to buy BHP at one point. And then in 2012, it's very well known that the business went through a bit of a dark time, and so we kind of sold everything off and went back to a pure agriculture business from sort of 2013 onwards. And now we're proudly, we're still going strong and growing, and it's, like I said, a very exciting time to be part of this business. So as I mentioned, there are a lot of points of presence, and I think this is a little bit outdated now because, as I said, we are continuing to grow. So pretty much everywhere there's an Elders business or a franchise or some kind of representation from Elders. We do have a number of franchise businesses, which include our insurance, which a lot of people are familiar with, and our real estate business as well. So a business overview. So Elders obviously looks after livestock, wool, and we have a grain business. So that's what we call our agency services. We have a real estate footprint in residential property management, obviously the franchise side of things, and then our rural agents as well. Looking at our retail products, so anything that you can come into a branch and buy from a retail perspective, all of the farming inputs, including in the fertilizer space as well. Financial services is something that we're looking to build out at the moment, and getting a lot of agri-finance managers into the business. So it's another great avenue to be able to enter Elders in as well. We've got our digital and tech services space, including the Elders Weather app and a 50% share in the Auctions Plus business. And then our food and processing. So we do own the Kalara feedlot, which is located just near Tamworth, which again is another entry pathway into our business. So our two main sort of entry-level programs that we have within Elders include our livestock program. So we've just completed the recruitment process for that program, kicking off next year. And we're taking on about 10 trainees, which will commence in February. So it's an 18-month program. We try and do up to 3 rotations across that program. Just it really gives people the opportunity to network, to see different areas across a region or nationally, to get exposure to working with sheep and cattle. If you're not sure, it's always good to get exposure to both of those. And again, it's about building your networks and being able to call upon people from all across Australia if and when need be. So you get a permanent contract. There's a job at the end of it, and you do get assigned dedicated coaches and mentors that will stay with you for the duration of the program. Now, in terms of what you get offered at the end of that program as well, so you go from being a trainee to what we call a livestock sales representative, and with that you full-time permanent employment, salary, and you get a car as well, and then you're on the road selling and buying and trading livestock. So it's a pretty exciting pathway if you're really passionate about the livestock industry and passionate about building and growing successful relationships. Our other entry pathway is our graduate agronomy program. So that's for people who finish their agronomy studies through university. And that's a 2-year program. And we do have rotations as well. So that gives people exposure to the different segments, whether it be pastures, broadacre, sort of in the cotton space, or horticulture. If you're not sure, then you get the opportunity to have a look at some different segments within agronomy. And then you go to a location for a permanent role in that sort of second rotation as well, just so that you can then start to build a client base and get to know the farmers that are in that local area. Again, permanent contract, and same as the livestock program, you get those dedicated coaches and mentors that are with you for the duration of your program. And at the end of it, again, permanent contract, you become an agronomist, and you get your salary, benefits, and that includes a car as well. Part of the programs is we get all of our first and second year participants together. So you get the opportunity to network with other people across the country that are new into the program or have had a year into the program. So you can learn from others and what they're up to, and get to, again, it's about growing your networks and building those relationships, which is one of the fantastic benefits of being part of such a large organisation. So post your time within either one of those programs, the entry-level programs, so from a career pathway, if you go through agency, livestock manager, branch manager, and then if you do have a passion for leadership, there's certainly an opportunity to branch more into those senior management roles, area manager, state roles, state wool manager, and who knows if there's jobs in our head office that may suit you. And on the flip side, with agronomy as well, if you go into rural products, go into a specialised function that exists within our rural products businesses, or into tech services in agronomy, or down through our Thomas Elder consulting arm as well. So there's plenty of opportunities available for you once you get into this business. So if you have any questions or want any further information, there's lots of information around our programs available on our website, or of course, please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn as well. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. So yeah, just reach out.
Thank you so much, Melanie. Oh my goodness. So much opportunity within such a well-known, reputable business. Thank you for outlining those pathways at entry level. And it's so good to see the support that's available with those mentors and coaches along the way. And gosh, I don't know many other places that guarantee you a job and obviously a career
Yes.
at the end of that journey. So that's something that you should be very, very proud of, and an opportunity for young people to definitely take advantage of. Yeah,
Yeah,
wonderful.
absolutely. That's right. And
Yeah,
and as mentioned too, there are other entry level pathways into our business as well that
yeah,
through whether it be sales support in one of our branches, you're interested in a career in real estate. There's opportunities that exist within real estate. There's the Kalara feedlot. There's if you live near an elders branch and you sort of want to pop in and say good day, then absolutely do that and make yourself known. Because if you're really passionate about a career in agriculture, then yeah, we absolutely want the opportunity to speak to you and see what we can do to foster that growth and that career for you within elders.
thank you. That's wonderful. And to see the variety, not only in a production focused role, but obviously your finance, your business, your real estate, the digital space, the marketing space, the retail space, the list is endless.
That's
And
right.
I think obviously once you get your foot in the door, just the opportunity to cross transfer
Mm-hmm.
within the businesses within elders as well.
Yes,
Yeah, just a myriad of opportunities.
absolutely,
Yeah.
there is
Yeah.
definitely.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time today. If anyone is interested, I encourage you to take a look on the Elders website. You'll find all the tools and the resources, and also Melanie's contact details for any questions or further information that you may need. All right. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.